Hello and welcome. This is going to be a quick video on how to play the 5th grade math game, Clock Fractions. My favorite topic. What are some math concepts we're going to think about during this game? Well, we're going to observe and recognize equivalent fractions, or fractions that are equal to each other. We're going to add fractions that have unlike denominators. We're going to rewrite fractions with unlike denominators as equal fractions with a common denominator to find their sum or difference. So what are some things we need out of our kit? Well, for this game, all we need is our spinner overlay, and we need 2 different color pencils, which you'll find in your summer math bag. All right, so this game takes 3 rounds, and I'm going to show you how to play 1 round. You'll need a fraction record sheet for you and your partner. So the first thing you do is spin the spinner on both fraction wheels. Oh, that's right on the line. I'm going to spin again. Okay, 2/3. I'm going to write 2/3. And we're going to add this fraction to whatever I get on this spinner. 4/12. 4/12. I want to find out what that equals. Well, let's see. I have a clock, and I know that in a clock there's 12 sections. And if I need to shade in 2/3 of this clock, that means 8 out of 12 of these will show 2/3. Because I know that 1/3, or 1 part of 12, the size of a third, is 4 chunks. So if I have 2/3, then that means I have 8 chunks. So I'll start here at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's my 1/3. But I know I have 2/3. So I'm going to count 5, 6, 7, 8. So as you can see, when I divide my clock up like that, you can see 3 equal parts. Well, because I'm shading in 2/3, I'm just going to shade in these 8. So that's 2/3 of my clock. And if you'll notice, my next fraction was 4/12. Well, the denominator is already in the number of pieces that a clock is divided into. So all I have to do is count 4 of those pieces. Here's 1/12, 2/12, 3/12, 4/12. And I'll color that in a different color. All right. So in this case, 2/3 plus 4/12 equals 12/12, or a total of 1 whole. Now my partner will go. Whoever is able to fill up all their clocks first wins the game. As you're going through, once a clock is filled up, rewrite the equivalent fractions that show 1 whole. So in this case, I had 2/3. But really, I know that that is 8 out of the 12 chunks. So 2/3 is the same as 8/12. And then I spun a 4/12. So to fill in this whole clock, I had 8/12 plus 4/12 equals 12/12, or 1 whole. Now in some rounds you might have 3 fractions to fill in this clock. If you need a 3rd fraction to fill in your clock, and it's more than what you need, then you'll go to the next clock and start shading in that clock for the leftover amount. Thank you. Have fun playing Clock Fractions.